Hey guys, what is going on? It is Gear End here, and in today's video we are going to be doing Lucy versus Rebecca. Fairy Tail Lucy versus Eden Zero's Rebecca. Who is better? And we are just going to be doing a character comparison, but a little bit of a spoiler. This is not going to be a full character comparison because first of all, we don't know the full potential of Rebecca or even Lucy, as Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest is still ongoing and Eden Zero has not even come out yet, but we're just doing this first impression character comparison, you would say, for this video, and we're just going to be comparing the characteristics of each of the characters during the first couple of episodes. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the video. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Lucy versus Rebecca. Well, so far, of course, let's look at Lucy. So Lucy Heartfilia, a celestial wizard, you know, you love her. But, at the beginning, how was she at the beginning compared to Rebecca? Well, let's just compare that, shall we? So Rebecca, so far, through the trailers of course, it looks like she's got quite a bit of power compared to Lucy. She's much more of a fighter rather than a summoner. And you can see of course her using her guns makes her much more agile and much more, let's just say, precise and much more useful than a celestial spirit because of the power difference, you would say, because of her using guns rather than her just summoning a celestial spirit. Because with Rebecca, she's got two guns that she could use, so if she loses one, she could still use the other. Whereas Lucy, if she loses one of her keys, it's probably game over unless she's got another powerful key that she could use. But at the beginning, we only saw her summon really Aquarius, so if she lost Aquarius, she really didn't have much time to fight back. And no offense, compared to Lucy at the beginning to Rebecca at the beginning, I think Rebecca's probably much more, let's just say, has much more of a personality than the standard Lucy that we knew in Fairy Tail. Because Lucy at the beginning, she wasn't much of a fighter, I would say. She was much more of a summoner and just sat back and watched of course her celestial spirits do most of the fighting. Whereas Rebecca, she's getting into the fighting and she is getting much more into the action. But of course with Lucy, she's got to make up for the, let's just say, the fighting, she's got a lot more comedy. Whereas Rebecca, I don't see that much comedy as much. I see her on more the action type throughout the series. And let's just say the relationship wise between maybe even like Lucy and Natsu, Shinki and Rebecca, it was much more obvious at the beginning, but it didn't really stick for either of those animes so far, for me anyway. But of course, moving past that, because we're not going to go too much into that side. Lucy and Rebecca. What can I say about those two? Well, if they were to fight at the beginning, so episode 1 version of Lucy and episode 1 version of Rebecca, if they both fought, and if I gave my honest opinion on who would win, I would say probably Rebecca would win at the beginning. Not just because of course it's the new anime and I love of course Eden Zero more than Fairy Tail. It's just because for me Lucy wasn't very much of a fighter. She did have a lot of comedy, but not much of a fighter. Whereas Rebecca, as we saw from the trailer so far, she already looks more of a fighter in the first couple of episodes compared to Lucy. But that doesn't discredit her of course for later on, because like I said, once the episodes start rolling in and we are able to get a much more of an assessment of Rebecca's power, I'll be doing another comparison video of these two characters later on, just to compare of course how much they have grown and do the comparison on who's probably got more power or useful power in the future. So yeah, you guys let me know down below, who is a better character for you, just comparing the first couple of episodes for Lucy and the first couple of episodes for Rebecca. Who is a better character in your eyes, and who do you think would win if those two fought it out? Let me know down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment. If you are watching this video and you are not yet subscribed, well, scroll down and hit that subscribe button, because sometimes YouTube does unsubscribe you, so make sure you check your subscribe down below, because I would really appreciate of course if you did subscribe. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's get 40 likes on this video. I know you guys can smash it. Let's get 40 likes. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care and peace.